I have been switching states and switching places since my childhood, and it has been challenging, but I think it was almost like gathering new experiences every time I switch places. And it was tough, very tough at times, and I would say I learned how to overcome the challenges by the time by the time you reach certain levels of constantly changing places and meeting new people, gathering new information about the places, the culture, and everything. And I would say it was fun, to be honest, and not really like a mess or something. I I was born in different place. I then stayed there for about 2 years, yeah, and then I moved back to my own state. And again, after 2 years, I moved to some other place and stayed there for 2 years, third, fourth, fifth, 3 years, and then again switched to one more place and stayed there for about 9 years, which is right now. I've been staying here since what, fifth class, and I just passed out 12th. So that was my whole journey. I would say how. Now let me explain like how was my experience. First of all, going back to my hometown after I was 2 years old, yeah, something like that. I I faced a bit of alienation from my own family members that were there because they didn't have anyone who stayed outside for very long time, and they had this kind of feelings towards me, my mom, and yeah, my family. And they were like they're being too much or something. They used to think we were too much for the way the surrounding was. And I can understand how that might feel because no no member of the family ever went outside, and no one in the family was born outside, rather than me. And my mom, like my mom lived outside and had me outside, so it was hard for her. Totally, I agree. The family was not ready to accept the fact that you know we were out for a long time, and that created a lot of dramas uh, in with my mom and the family. Mm, and also I got to experience a lot of hatred in a form of physical, yeah, I'd say physical hatred. I mean, physically, someone would, you know, beat me or do something, some kind of that stuff. And yeah, it was hard for my mom to deal with all of those alone because my dad was outside and he was not really knowing what was happening. And I'd say by the time I reached second class, yeah, second, I was kind of adjusting with the whole atmosphere and everything. And the moment I got experienced and got adjusted, we again shifted outside of my hometown and we went to some other place. And then again, um, but this time it was pretty well because the people I met there were also from different places and they also left their home and started living there. And I would say it was better than the experience I had in my own hometown because the people were very understanding, and I got to experience a lot of love and compassion and friendship, I'd say, in that place. Because at the end, the only people who would relate to you is are the people who experience the same thing as you, right? So yeah, the people experience the same things I experienced, and it was so good. And it was like we matched, we vibed. And I'm talking about when I was in third class, third, fourth, fifth. Third for fifth, it went so great. Yeah, of course, at few points I faced the alienation from few people who were not ready to accept me, who where I was from, how I look and everything, because of course, different place, different people and different cultures. So again, had to go through that. But I won't say it was a very tough thing or anything like that. It was a thing which was yeah, affordable, I would say. Yeah. And then again, after 3 years of deep friendship, of having to create so many memories, good memories with my friends, I again switched placed, switched the state. Sorry for my jumbling words and everything, because I don't really talk to the camera, but I'm doing this after a very long time. So yeah, I moved to one more place again. That time I was in fifth, and I came in between the semesters. Like, I had my half yearlies, and then that was the time I came. Uh, it was middle of my education, and yeah, we had to do some paperwork and all to shift the schools and all. So I came to this new place where I'm living when I was in fifth. Yeah, and again, same old thing, like getting to know new people, new culture, new place. And again, I was sad. I was really sad, to be honest, because what I had in those 3 years back to the place where I lived, it was something I found very real and very blissful, because till this day I feel like that. And I'll tell you the reason why. So let's get back. Let's get back. I was flowed in the emotions. Sorry. Yeah. So I came here when I was in fifth, and the first day I came here, I met few people whom I already knew, because I lived with them for like 1 year in back when I was five, back when I was, yeah, 5 6 something. So it was kind of good for me meeting them again. And of course I didn't recall any memories because I was so young, like 5 years old memories. How can you recall that? But it was good to meet them, because I had those blurry memories and everything, and they were nostalgic about everything that happened in the past. Few years went by here, like 3 years, six, five, six, seven, yeah, till seventh. I adjusted very well near my neighborhood, but like in school, I struggled a lot to fit in, because a lot. Because again, this place where I'm living right now is a bit developing, not really a metropolitan city or something like that, because nobody really comes here for any search of any opportunities or stay here. It's a bit, yeah, um I won't say underdeveloped. It's developing, but again, it's very different from where I lived before. So that was a hard thing for me to fit in, and to prove myself that yeah, I belong here. I did my very best in every way possible. Sports, I I always became the class monitor. I tried my best to stay calm even when in situations where uh, where I faced racism, like a brutal experience. Like, I don't even want to recall them, but yes, it was like that. Maybe I'm not able to explain it very clearly or fluently, but I think it went pretty mid. I'd say mid. And I had to live here through all of that, because I had no reason, no option to go outside or anything. But I tried my best to, yeah, to survive and to fit in. The word fit in, I hate it, but I have always, tried to fit in. So I think, yeah, I have to accept it. I won't say I didn't try to fit in, because, yeah, of course, fitting in is not something everyone should do or recommend it. But there are certain situations in life where you have to try and give your best, maybe.